This thing can prevent major flooding damage, and it's only like $25. I highly recommend this. What's up guys, and welcome back to the DIY HVAC YouTube channel. I'm Dave, and my goal with this channel is to help DIYers and people who are learning more about HVAC systems to gain better knowledge, learn how to do some of this stuff yourself. So today I'm going to be showing you how to install one of these. It's called an Easy Trap. This is the Easy T226, and this thing can prevent major flooding damage, and it's only like $25. I highly recommend this for any existing system. If you don't have one, learn how to do this and put it on yourself, or if you have somebody do it, it'll probably be, you know, a couple $100. Either way, I highly recommend doing it. It's a very simple thing. It just has a little float here, and when this, if your drain pan gets too high, this will lift and it will close the switch here, and it will turn the whole system off. And so this can save you a ton of money if you prevent a major flood in your house. So I'm going to show you how to install this right now. It's a 30-minute install at most. Could be less, maybe could be more if you're a DIYer and just are learning this stuff for yourself. But stay tuned and we'll show you how to put it on. One thing you want to do before you do anything is just make sure this is free. Sometimes you get a defective one and this will be stuck. Either it's stuck closed and it just isn't free and it doesn't drop when you let go. So just make sure it's nice and free like that before you install it. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is locate a port that is free on your evaporator coil. Some of them are triangular, and some of them also will have half of this hole blocked off. You can definitely use that one. So if you see one with half, don't be afraid to use that. It just has to be on the, before this coil will fill up, it has to hit this. So we're going to put this on. You don't have to put Teflon tape or anything. It's plastic on plastic, so you don't have to do that, but if you feel so inclined, you can. Just give that a snug, don't get it too tight. And then we're just gonna slip this on with some PVC glue. I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in so I don't have to do it upside down in a minute. Just like that. Gonna take our glue, put a little bit on the inside and some on the outside of this. You don't have to put too much. And that's it. That's as easy as it is to install that. The only thing left we have to do is installing 2 wires. Alright, so next what we're going to do is we're going to feed this down to where our control board is. Your system might be a little bit different, so you might need to drill a hole through the one side to where your control board is. And you'll notice right here, that's the wire that we're going to tap into. So when you're installing one of these, always break red. That's an easy way to remember it. So we're going to snip this red wire. That's our main power, our signal power, 24 volts. And then we're going to wire nut one of these to one side and one to the other. So we're going to clip this. If you don't have any wire nuts, you can just use you know, tie these together really tight, and you can just use some electrical tape. Just gonna clip this to length, strip it back a little bit, and these do not matter as far as the, like I said, we're just breaking red is all we're doing here. So I'm gonna wire nut this one until it gets nice and tight, and same on the other one. And that's it. That's how easy it is to install a float switch on an AC. We'll test this out once we get the system going just to make sure everything's working good.